Let's talk about Meta, the company formerly known as Facebook, now rebranding itself while still carrying all its baggage. Today, April 22, 2026, Meta is rolling out a new plan tracking every click, tap, and keystroke of its US employees. This isn't a small experiment, it's a sweeping, company-wide initiative. Meta, the king of data collection, is now turning its gaze inward, installing monitoring software on employee computers. Imagine every tab you open, every typo you fix, every moment of hesitation, recorded and sent to the cloud. Meta claims this is about advancing artificial intelligence, not spying. They say it's about teaching AI to be more human by watching humans at work. It's the corporate equivalent of saying, I'm not reading your diary, I'm just studying human nature. But no matter how they spin it, this is a massive corporation monitoring its workforce in real time. This isn't just about Meta's HR policy, it's about the future of work, privacy, and the insatiable appetite of big tech. When a company decides its most valuable resource is the behavior of its own people, it raises big questions. Legal, ethical, and cultural lines are being redrawn. This move could set a precedent far beyond Silicon Valley. So buckle up, because this is the new reality of work, and it's being meticulously documented. Welcome to the age where your every digital move is company property. Let's dive in. Meta's new surveillance program is called the Model Capability Initiative, or MCI, a bland name for something so invasive. The MCI software will be installed on all US Meta employee computers, recording every mouse movement, click, and keystroke. Did you hover over a shopping site? That's logged. Accidentally click a pop-up? Logged. Every frantic backspace, every draft email, captured. But it goes further. The software takes random snapshots of your screen, capturing whatever you're working on, from spreadsheets to private chats. Meta claims this helps AI understand context, but it's the digital equivalent of your boss peering over your shoulder at any moment. Spokespeople insist there are safeguards for sensitive content, but details are vague. What counts as sensitive? Who decides? Employees are left to trust Meta's judgment. The reality: your digital fingerprint is now company data. The line between work and privacy is vanishing. And for Meta, that's exactly the point. Welcome to the new normal. Ask Meta why they're doing this, and you'll hear it's all for smarter AI. The company insists this isn't about micromanagement, it's about training the next generation of AI models. Meta says their AI struggles with the subtle ways humans use computers, so they need to watch real people work. Employees become mentors, their every move feeding the AI's learning process. The promise: this data won't be used for performance reviews, just for building better digital assistants. In Meta's narrative, you're not being watched, you're shaping the future of technology. But the reality is, your daily struggles and shortcuts are now fuel for the AI machine. It's a clever story, but it doesn't make the surveillance any less real. The line between innovation and intrusion has never been thinner. This isn't just a random experiment, it's part of Meta's grand strategy, the Agent Transformation Accelerator, or ATA. The vision: AI agents become the primary doers of work, writing code, designing, analyzing data, while humans shift to directing and reviewing AI output. Employees are no longer just workers, they're managers of digital interns. The Model Capability Initiative is the foundation, feeding real human behavior into the AI training pipeline. Without this data, Meta's AI agents would remain clumsy and ineffective. By tracking employees, Meta is building a living, constantly updated training manual for its future AI workforce. In effect, employees are training the technology that could make their own roles obsolete. The workplace is being redefined. Not to make humans better, but to make AI the new standard. The future of work at Meta? Less about doing, more about managing machines. And the transformation is already underway. With this transformation comes a familiar corporate move: layoffs. Meta is cutting 10% of its global workforce, even as it invests in AI to do those very jobs. The message is clear: adapt to the AI-centric future, or you're out. Remaining employees are urged to use AI agents for as many tasks as possible, especially coding. Enter the new job title: AI Builder. Less about your old skills, more about your ability to direct AI. The workforce is splitting, those made redundant, and those remolded to manage AI. The MCI software bridges these worlds, extracting human knowledge to train the AI that will define the future. It's a cold, efficient cycle. Today's employees train tomorrow's replacements. The human role is shrinking and the AI footprint is growing. For Meta, it's progress. For workers, it's a warning. The future is here, and it's watching. Let's call this what it is: a massive expansion of workplace surveillance. What started with gig workers in warehouses is now coming for white-collar professionals. The privacy implications are staggering. Private messages, bank info, even health searches could be swept up. Meta's safeguards for sensitive content are vague at best. The old social contract, trust and autonomy for professionals, is being replaced by total oversight. Employees are now data streams to be mined, not trusted partners. Your productivity is secondary to your value as an AI training model. Is your time at work truly the company's to monitor in every detail? Meta's answer: absolutely. Welcome to the era where your digital life at work is no longer your own. This story exposes a huge legal divide between the US and Europe. In the US, workplace surveillance laws are lax. If the company owns the device, they can monitor almost anything. That's why Meta is starting with its American workforce. In Europe, strict privacy laws, like GDPR, make this kind of monitoring nearly impossible. Recording every keystroke would be seen as wildly disproportionate, even illegal. Countries like Italy and Germany have even stricter rules. Meta knows it can't get away with this in Europe. Worker privacy is protected there in ways it simply isn't in the US. The result: American employees become the test subjects for practices that would be unthinkable elsewhere. The legal gap is a corporate playground, and a warning sign. Experts, lawyers, academics, privacy advocates are sounding the alarm. The chilling effect is real. Constant monitoring stifles creativity, risk-taking, and innovation. Employees may avoid searching for sensitive work topics, fearing how it'll look to the algorithm. Then there's data security. A massive database of employee actions is a hacker's dream. No system is unbreakable, and the risks are enormous. Most worrying, Meta is setting a precedent. If they succeed, others will follow. The future could be one where constant surveillance is the rule, not the exception. The experts aren't just worried about Meta, they're worried about the future of work itself. Why should you care if you don't work at Meta? Because this won't stay a Meta thing. Silicon Valley ideas spread fast. What starts as a tech experiment often becomes standard everywhere. Meta's move gives other companies a blueprint for framing surveillance as AI innovation. If it works, the pressure to follow will be huge, across banking, law, customer service, and more. The logic is simple. If a task is done on a computer, it can be recorded, and if it can be recorded, it can be automated. The human becomes a cost, to be eliminated. This isn't a slippery slope, it's a 6-lane highway, and Meta is leading the way. The real question: what do we owe our employers, and what do we keep for ourselves? Meta has made its position clear. Now it's up to employees, regulators, and the public to respond. Because soon, we may all be training our own replacements.